Oh, that's it. That's what you want, the viral moment. This the shit.
I think MJ's the greatest, then everything after that, however you want to put it. Kobe, Bron, Kobe.
Cool.
This,
I'm
that.
with that.
MJ is the goat of all goats.
You seen that?
I don't. You can't
Punch in
even
the
put him
air.
with
You
that.
see that Utah
Oh, you're saying because of like the moment.
cross mania.
Like,
I'm just saying because he.
No, not great moments. He's better than everybody.
You just.
You're
you
wearing
see,
his shirt.
Only black and
You wearing his
Latino
sneakers
people do that.
20 years after he was. Hold
If
up.
it wasn't no Mike, it wouldn't be none of them other niggas. And that's, I'm not, we wrong for comparing Bron with Jordan anyway. Compare Jordan with one of them niggas that came out when he came out.
I love LeBron James. I do believe he deserves all the glory. He is not Michael Jordan. And I don't like this new generation. They're smarter. And so they come in here and they say, all right, Jordan averaged 28 points a game. Let's just say, I think it's 32 or something, right? I'm going to score 33 to 34 every game. Cool. Jordan, that's why all of a sudden, LeBron said he ain't chasing rings. Whoa.
He out of pocket.
He been chasing them motherfucking rings. That's all we seeing. We don't even know if LeBron is better than Steph Curry. It's the Lakers playing. Kobe Bryant is playing the game. They down 3. He's in the game. The other team got the ball. He hits the ball off the other team. The ball hits the guy game. All 30 people said, oh, fuck, all 30. That ball was thrown in. He did that curl, popped the 3 with an and one and won the fucking game. They all knew it before he touched the fucking ball. That's greatness. How many times I seen LeBron walk in that dugout? No. How many times I seen LeBron at the end of a game walking in that shit? That ain't Kobe Bryant, bro.
LeBron is not Michael Jordan. He's great, but he's not Mike. We're wrong for even comparing Bron with Jordan. If there was no Mike, there would be none of them. Those were Fat Joe's words, hammered home by Jadakiss. Mike is the goat of goats. That line wasn't just praise, it was a warning to the younger generation, to those who never saw Jordan play, to those who know him only through chopped-up YouTube highlights, to those who grew up in the LeBron era and believe basketball begins and ends there. Today, on social media, you see the arrogance in comments. Jordan only scored so much because refs gave him calls. If he played today, he wouldn't even average 25. He's just a product of a primitive era. These aren't just disrespectful, they are a denial of history. Because this new generation never saw Jordan soar over giants. They never heard the cold thud of his body slammed to the hardwood by Rick Mahorn or Bill Laimbeer. They never saw his lips split open, blood running, as he pulled himself up and kept attacking. They don't understand that in Jordan's time, there was no defensive 3 seconds to protect stars. No soft touch fouls to gift free throws. Every dunk meant breaking through a wall of bodies. Every jumper meant bracing for an arm across the face. Fat Joe was right. If there's no Mike, there's no LeBron, no Kobe, no anyone else after. Jordan wasn't just a player. He was the blueprint, the original design for modern basketball. The youth may be dazzled by LeBron, a giant, powerful athlete playing for over 20 years. But remember, Jordan didn't need 2 decades. In just over a single decade, he built an immortal empire. Imagine living in that era. Every time Jordan touched the ball, the arena held its breath. Opponents knew he's going to score. Fans knew he's about to do the impossible. Even teammates knew he's going to carry us to victory. Compare that to today, where highlights are step-back threes with no defense, where 35 points in a 250-point game barely makes you blink. Greatness has been watered down. That's why this generation struggles to grasp Jordan. They never trembled watching him dunk over Patrick Ewing, dropping the ball through the rim like a hammer from the gods. They never shivered watching his fadeaway over Reggie Miller, eyes as cold as a blade. They never felt an entire arena turn to stone silent, awestruck, as Jordan carved another moment into eternity. And that is the dangerous illusion. Believing that LeBron's longevity and accumulated numbers can equal Jordan. No. A long career is not the same as greatness. Pretty highlights are not the same as legend. Only immortal moments carve a man's name into history. Jordan is living proof. And the youth must understand this. You are living in a basketball world that Michael Jordan built. Without him, there is no LeBron. There is no Kobe. There is no Steph Curry. Jordan, the blueprint of modern basketball. Fat Joe said it best. If there was no Mike, there would be no LeBron, no Kobe, no anyone else. That statement is not exaggeration. It is truth. Michael Jordan was not just another player in the NBA. He was the blueprint, the mold that defined how every superstar after him would be measured, the way he played. Before Jordan, the shooting guard was just another position. After Jordan, it became the crown jewel. Explosive scoring, highlight dunks, lockdown defense. Jordan created the archetype every kid wanted to copy. The way he won. 6 finals appearances. 6 championships. 6 finals MVPs. Flawless. Perfect. Untouchable. The way he lived. Jordan didn't just dominate the game, he elevated it. He turned basketball into a global movement. Before Jordan, the NBA was still mostly American. After Jordan, it was universal. Europe, Asia, Africa. Kids everywhere wore his jersey. Today, decades after he retired, people still line up at dawn for Jordans. Not sneakers, symbols. LeBron has shoes, Steph has shoes. But Jordans became a universal language. You don't even need to explain what they are. Say the name, and people across the planet understand. Greatness. Jordan didn't just change how basketball was played. He changed what basketball meant, where Jordan became immortal. Greatness is not just measured in statistics or trophies. Greatness is sealed in moments, those singular flashes when time freezes, when millions of hearts stop together, when one play becomes eternal. Michael Jordan did not just live through moments. He owned them, sculpted them, and left them etched into the stone of history. Take the shot in 1989. The Bulls were underdogs. The Cavaliers thought the series was theirs. The ball found Jordan's hands with 3 seconds left, Elo chasing desperately. Jordan rose, suspended himself in the air as if the laws of gravity had been rewritten just for him, and released the ball. The buzzer screamed, Elo crumpled to the floor, and the net whispered the truth. Jordan was inevitable. It wasn't just a basket. It was the first chapter of a prophecy that when the moment came, Jordan would not falter. Then came the flu game in 1997. His body was wrecked, face pale, legs trembling, sweat pouring like rain. Any other player would have sat, wrapped in towels, hoping to recover. Not Jordan. He stepped onto the court like a soldier with nothing left but willpower. For 44 minutes, he fought not just the Utah Jazz, but his own failing body. 38 points, clutch threes, crucial rebounds. Every shot was agony. Every possession was pain. But he refused surrender. When the game ended, he collapsed into Scottie Pippen's arms, drained yet victorious. That was not just basketball, that was myth. The sight of a man conquering his own limits to deliver when it mattered most. And then, the last shot in 1998. One last dance with the Chicago Bulls. Down by 1 in Utah, 5.2 seconds left, the weight of destiny in his hands. First, the steal ripping the ball from Karl Malone, denying a giant his chance. Then the calm dribble, the poised setup. Brian Russell shuffled in front of him. But Jordan's rhythm was untouchable. One hard step, a cross, a lean. The rise was poetry, the release was a sword stroke, the follow-through, a statue. Swish, 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs. The perfect ending. No decline, no doubt, no what if. Just closure complete, unbreakable, eternal. These were not random highlights. These were chapters of a holy scripture. You don't debate them, you remember them. They are the answers to why Jordan is beyond comparison. Because greatness is not built only on how many points you scored or how many years you played. It is built on moments that will never die. Think about it. What are the immortal memories of LeBron? The block on Iguodala in 2016. The 25 straight points against Detroit in 2007. They are great, yes. But are they sacred? Do they live in the marrow of the sport the way Jordan's moments do? When people speak of Jordan's plays, they don't say, that was clutch. They say, that was the shot. That was the game. He doesn't have highlights. He has monuments. And that's why, when you whisper the name Jordan, you're not just naming a man. You're invoking images that belong to history itself. The hang in the air, the shrug in '92 after 6 threes and a half, the glare that broke Portland's spirit. The dunk contest takeoff from the free throw line, frozen in posters for eternity. Moments. Immortal, inevitable, irrefutable. Michael Jordan was not just a participant in them. He was the architect, the artist, the author, and in those moments, he didn't just play basketball. He defined what it means to be great. The finals, perfection versus failure. The NBA Finals are the highest courtroom of basketball, the place where reputations are either immortalized or exposed. It is there, under the brightest lights and the heaviest pressure, that greatness is either validated or shattered. And in that sacred arena, no one has ever stood taller than Michael Jordan. 6 times he walked into the finals. 6 times he walked out a champion. 6 times he took home the finals MVP. No game 7 seconds. No collapses. No excuses. Perfection. This is not just a number. It is a statement of inevitability. The finals were not a gamble for Jordan. They were a coronation. When the stakes were highest, when the world held its breath, Jordan didn't just show up, he slammed the door shut. He left no room for doubt, no space for second guessing, no what-ifs for history to argue over. He arrived. He conquered. He concluded. Now contrast that with LeBron James. 10 trips to the finals. 10 moments when history could have been seized. And yet, 6 times he left defeated. 6 times he walked past the trophy and watched another man lift it. That isn't nitpicking. That is the scar carved into his legacy. Because greatness isn't just about how often you get to the stage, it's about what you do when you're there. LeBron's defenders will say, but he got there more than Jordan. Yes, but the finals are not an attendance award. No one remembers who showed up. The only thing that matters is who left with the crown. Jordan never let that crown slip. LeBron, for all his brilliance, has had it snatched away again and again. Think of the difference in feeling. Jordan in the finals was inevitability. Fans, foes, teammates, everyone knew how the story ended before the series began. The question wasn't if the Bulls would win, but how Jordan would deliver the final blow. That is what true greatness feels like. Certainty. With LeBron, it's different. He has had triumphs. 2016 stands tall. But he has also had collapses. He has also had years where the narrative was not glory, but excuses. The team was weak. The opponent was too strong. He didn't have enough help. Jordan didn't live in that world. He didn't craft narratives. He crafted victories. 6 times the finals called. 6 times Jordan answered with a masterpiece. That is not just dominance. That is perfection carved into the DNA of the game. And this is why the argument ends here. Because greatness is not about volume. It is about finality. LeBron may be the king of longevity, but Jordan is the king of conclusions. He finished the job. Every single time. The giants Jordan slew. LeBron's defenders love to say, but he had to face the Warriors dynasty with KD, Steph, Clay, and Draymond. Jordan never faced competition like that. At first, it sounds convincing, but history laughs at that argument because it forgets the giants Jordan destroyed to build his empire. Jordan's path was not a straight road. It was a battlefield littered with Hall of Famers. Before he even touched the mountaintop, he had to crawl through the fire of the Detroit Pistons, the Bad Boys, a team whose very identity was to punish him, to break him, to prove that one man could not survive a storm of elbows, body slams, and cheap shots. They threw him to the floor, bloodied him, mocked him. And yet, Jordan didn't run from it. He lifted weights, built armor onto his frame, toughened his resolve, and came back until he broke the Pistons' dynasty and buried them. After that, the list of giants reads like a roll call of legends. Magic Johnson and the Showtime Lakers, a dynasty that defined the 1,980 seconds beaten in 1991 as Jordan claimed his first crown. Clyde Drexler and the Portland Trail Blazers, a rival shooting guard hailed as the next Jordan silenced in 1992 as Jordan rained down 6 threes in a single finals half, finishing with a shrug that became iconic. Charles Barkley, the MVP of 1,993, with the Suns considered the deeper, stronger team undone by Jordan's relentless 41 points per game across the series. Still the highest final scoring average ever. And then came Stockton and Malone, one of the greatest duos in NBA history, the architects of Utah's precision machine. Twice they stood in Jordan's way, and twice Jordan crushed them. In 1997, the flu game tore out their hearts. In 1998, the last shot ended their dreams once and for all. Each of these names was more than just an opponent. They were titans, legends in their own right, men whose resumes glimmer with MVPs, All-Star appearances, and Hall of Fame plaques, and every one of them was reduced to footnotes in Jordan's story. So when someone says LeBron faced tougher teams, the truth is simple. The 1,990 seconds were a gauntlet of giants. Jordan didn't just beat them, he made them part of his mythology. He didn't collapse under the weight of their greatness, he absorbed it, conquered it, and added it to his legend. LeBron had to face the Warriors, yes. But Jordan faced an entire era of legends and never once lost on the final stage. One dynasty? Jordan ended them all. That is not convenience. That is not luck. That is the mark of a man who made the best look small when the moment demanded it. This is why every Hall of Famer who played against him still bows their head when his name is spoken. Because they know, they weren't just beaten, they were consumed. Jordan turned legends into kindling, and with their fire, he built his throne. Kobe and the Mamba spirit. Fat Joe once told a story that captured Kobe Bryant's essence. The Lakers were down 3, the crowd restless, the clock fading. Kobe ripped the ball away, curled, rose, and drilled a 3 with an and one. And here's the chilling part, everyone in the arena knew it was going in before it even left his hands. That, he said, is greatness. That is inevitability. It was the aura Michael Jordan carried every night. You didn't just watch Jordan, you felt him. You felt inevitability wrap around the arena like a storm cloud. Kobe inherited that spirit, the Mamba mentality, a ferocious drive to break limits, to treat every practice as sacred, to face pressure as if it were oxygen. And here is the uncomfortable truth. LeBron, for all his brilliance, never had that same aura. He has had moments of greatness, but he has also had too many moments of hesitation, too many passes in the final seconds, too many times where the crowd didn't know what would happen, they wondered. With Jordan, with Kobe, there was no wondering. There was only certainty. Kobe was the closest echo we've ever heard of Jordan's spirit. But echoes, no matter how powerful, remind us that there was once an original voice, a voice that still thunders louder than all the rest. Jordan versus LeBron. The inescapable truth. It comes down to this. When the noise fades, when the debates tire themselves out, the truth stands uncloaked. LeBron has longevity. Jordan has perfection. LeBron accumulated numbers. Jordan created immortal moments. LeBron changed NBA culture. Jordan changed the world. LeBron needed super teams. Jordan built a dynasty from within. This is why Fat Joe's words strike so deeply. Jordan isn't just the GOAT, he is the GOAT of GOATs. His greatness doesn't live in shifting narratives or endless what-ifs. His greatness is self-contained, sealed, undeniable. LeBron's legacy is immense. He is historic. Steph's revolution is undeniable. Kobe's echo is eternal. But Jordan? Jordan transcends them all. He belongs in the pantheon of the greatest across all sports. Ali in the ring, Serena on the court, Messi on the pitch, Brady on the field. He is not just a basketball legend. He is a human monument to competitive greatness itself. That is the inescapable truth, a message to the youth. And so, this message is for the new generation. For those who only know Jordan through old clips, through memes, through secondhand stories. You live in a basketball world Michael Jordan created. Today's highlights may dazzle you: 40-foot threes, triple doubles, stats piled into spreadsheets. But greatness is not accumulation. Greatness is not noise. Greatness is not marketing. Greatness is definition. And Michael Jordan defined basketball. He is the mountain no one can climb. He is the star that never fades. He is the eternal measure by which all others are judged. LeBron James may be the greatest of his generation. Steph Curry may have revolutionized the way the game is played. Kobe Bryant may have carried Jordan's fire to a new era. But Michael Jordan is the eternal source, the blueprint, the summit. So when you hear debates rage, when you hear arguments twisted into excuses, remember this. Greatness doesn't bend. It doesn't need defending. It doesn't shift with time. It simply stands. And in basketball, that greatness has one name: Michael Jordan, the GOAT, forever.